Hi, this is Scott Devine at scottsbasslessons.com. Check out my website for other tutorials that you might be into. This is part 2 of the tutorial talking about how to practice arpeggios and get them within your playing so you can actually use them within a soloing environment or walking bass and whatever you like that. So in the first tutorial we talked about the D minor 7 and the G7 arpeggios. We were talking about 2-5-1 in the key of C. In this tutorial, I'm going to talk about we'll start talking about the C major 7 arpeggio, which is the final arpeggio or chord within the sequence, and then we'll see how far we get. So the C major arpeggio obviously starts on a C. The notes are C, E, G, B, C. As you saw there, I actually went down because we've got C, E, G, B, C. I've got this note as well, which is the E on the C string. If you've got a 4 string, just do everything within the context of your 4 strings. Don't worry about it. Now we've also got B here, and we've got a G here. And we've actually got an open E here. I'm just going to let that snare off the snare drum. So we've got the open E as well. So that's down on the second finger. Yeah? Finger 2, finger 1 on the E of the D string, finger 4 on the G of the D string, third finger on the B of the G string, and the little finger on the G string, note C, on the C of the G string. But we've got these extra notes as well, They're still within the arpeggio, yeah? Next position, let's start with our first finger. First finger on the C, fourth finger, it's quite a big stretch that. Fourth finger on the E on the A string, second finger on the G of the D string, first finger on the B of the G string, first finger on the C of the G string. So, and then if you've got a C string, we've got these notes here as well. We've got B there on the 7th fret of the E string, and on the 3rd fret of the E string we've got the G. So that's our whole arpeggio. All the available notes within the arpeggio, should I say. In this position down here, now we've also got one starting on the little finger of the left hand, C on the 8th fret on the E string, then E on the A string with the 3rd finger, then with the first finger a G on the D string, then with the little finger, big stretch, a B on the D string, so, and then a C with the first finger on the G string. Then we've got another E there on the G string, and then if you've got a C string like I have, you've got a G there as well. So the whole thing. Yeah. So we've got one here from the first finger, from the second finger, from the first finger, from the little finger. And then if you carry on up the neck, things will start repeating themselves, but on different strings. For instance, this starting on the second finger here is here, but on the E string, C, E, G, B, C, or here. The one that starts on the first finger, we could start here as well, and go up there. finger is one here as well. So we've got one here and one here. So by learning your arpeggios like this, you're not stuck. Oh, there's my dog in the background, by the way, Frankie. By learning your arpeggios like this, you're not confined to one fingering. You know, you can freely move from one position to the next. You know, I could do a C major arpeggio, or the notes from it might be like this. And then I'll come down completely differently. Just up one string. Let's see if I can do it. Oh, no, I can't do it. You get my point, yeah? So learn them like that. It won't sort of like, you know, confine you to fingerings or anything like that. It helps to learn them in fingerings just to get your hands around them. But after that, you've got to break free and learn them from the different fingers of this hand. Otherwise, every time you think of a D minor arpeggio, your hand's going to jump to the same place, which is useless, you know. It's just completely useless. You need the D minor arpeggio under your hand wherever it is. If I'm in this position and then the band suddenly changed to a D minor, I know my D minor is here. If I'm in here playing an A groove, D minor is there if the band go there. Yeah, I've got D minor all over, under all my fingers, all the time. All my fingers, I've only got 4, well, 5 if you count my thumb. So, when you're practicing it in the context of a chord sequence or a standard or something like that, exactly the same. This is the important thing. When you're practicing standards, you know, the chord sequences could be Autumn Leaves, Blue Bossa, All the Things You Are, Foggy Day, Days of Wine and Roses, Stella by Starlight, you know, the list's endless, and they're all really, really great material to use to learn arpeggios. We've been talking about it in a 2-5-1 environment in C major. So let's, for instance, say we take the D minor arpeggio for 2 bars. 2 bars of D minor, 2 bars of C major, G7 dominant, and then 4 bars of C major 7. And I'm going to start on the lowest note available within that first arpeggio. So the first arpeggio is D minor 7. My lowest note available is F, which is the minor third of that chord. So I'm going to play 8 notes of this, 8 notes of G7, 8 notes of C major 7. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the next chord I'm going to is G7, but I don't want to jump to the G. I want to go to the next nearest available note within the arpeggio. So again, D minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My nearest note available, ascending, is the F, which is the 7th, the dominant 7, the flat 7 of the G7 chord. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Change to G7, but I'm playing an F note. F. Then down the G arpeggio. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down the G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'm going to change to the C major arpeggio. So I've got an E, which is the major third of the C major. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the whole sequence there will look like this. Change, change. I can do it in this position. Let's try this position here. So I'm starting the D with my first finger. We talked about that first finger position there. And the G would be here. And the C would be here. So, D minor, 8 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To the nearest note of the G, which is that D there, which is the 5th. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the C major. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can hear the chords changing. I'll do it descending. 1, 2, 3. Sneaky. From the 4th finger here on the D minor, 2, 3, down the G7. So I'm going through the arpeggio notes and then moving to the next nearest note of the arpeggio. I've run out of time, so if you've got any questions or anything like that, give me an email or something like that. Well, an email, because there's no other way of contacting me. And good luck practicing. Cheers, bye.